Hi, this is Publishers Weekly's Book Maven, Beth Ann Patrick, and today I'm talking to Uwem Akpan, whose new collection of stories, Say You're One of Them, is from Little Brown. And Uwem, thanks for being here today.
Thank you.
You see, you're laughing. My little flip camera
Cannot contain my mouth.
So the first question I want to ask you, I told you, is about what you would say. This collection of short stories is all about Africa. Each story is from the perspective of an African child in different places. What's the message you would like Americans to, well, not the message, but what would you like Americans to know about Africa? We're so ignorant of it, generally.
Yeah, first of all, I would like, if you have a family, wherever you are on earth, it's good to forgive and to make peace. It's good to live in peace with your neighbor. It's good to figure out how can we live together, in the world. It's good to know also that African families, they might be in Africa, they might be poorer families, but they face the same things in a way. They go through the same, human motivation, like how are decisions made in the family? What does it mean for a father and mother to love a child? What do we do with how do we provide a better world for our children? And when you have your back against the wall, how do you react? Like during the Katrina crisis, we saw Americans having their backs against the wall, and New Orleans was a crisis, and people were fighting for survival to get their kids on that bus to Houston for safety. Now, if your country is faced with a crisis like this and government is not responding, and you meet these daily, obviously your life will be very different from the relatively peaceful life we found here in the US. So again, apart from trying to be at peace with your family, with your friends, with your neighbors, what can you do to help the world out there where things are not working? Can you put pressure on your governments to intervene in some places? Can you stop this looting of national banks in Africa, and the money is being stored, groomed with a lot of interest in European, American, Asian, Middle Eastern banks? These AK-47s that are being sold and used by African children, for the most part, they are not made in Africa, they are made out here. Can some pressure be put on these industries and companies that produce this? You wanted one thing, but I'm sorry, there are a whole bunch of
That's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Now, you've got a lot of things to say, and you've also had a lot of things happening to you. So tell me a little bit about what your reaction has been to this book's overwhelming success, overwhelmingly positive reviews.
First of all, I'm very thankful to God that the book is getting very good reviews for the most part. Very thankful to God that whatever message I have is getting out there because of these, reviews. But I'm trying not to be affected too much by the reviews, because if somebody has the power to make you happy and writes a good review, tomorrow if he writes a bad review, a negative review, he has the power to make you sad. So I'm trying to, while I celebrate this, in a way I'm still trying to take it in, gradually. And my friends and fellow religious are very helpful in this process. I've also discovered that you journalists are very powerful.
I wish that were true.
It is true. It is true. Who reports on everything in this country, in the world, is a journalist. They're very powerful.
You heard it here first from Uwem Akpan. Please, everyone listen. Now, one more thing we want to talk to you about today is the fact that you have a very, very busy life. You know, you are a priest in service. You are a priest at a seminary in Zimbabwe. And you told me that you write at night. Is that, after you take a break, is that still going to be the case? Will you be writing at night when your official duties are finished?
Yeah, I hope to keep writing, but Bethan, what I will tell you is this, and I've already said this to God: even if you gave me the grace to write this single book, and that was it, I would still be very happy and thankful to God. I've learned a lot from the process. I've grown a lot as a person, and if I could not write another book, you know, I could live with you know, with that. So I'm very thankful to God, and I will see, you know, what I can do. Can I write a second book? Can I not write a second book? So I don't know, but I'll see how I juggle these aspects of, you know, my life. If I don't, you see, the thing is, sometimes I think if I don't have a day job, I would still be a night writer, you know, because I think my rhythm is, you know, geared towards, towards the night. So I will see how I juggle these things. But for me, I'm very thankful to God. I'm very thankful to my friends and all those faceless people I met during research, who had not known me but found it somehow plausible that they could trust me with, you know, details, and, you know, helping me write the patois, the dialogue, and helping me read through the stories. All those people, my teachers, my friends, God sent you to me. God bless you. So.
Well, I think that is a great message, and I know we all want to see another book from you, so we're hoping God sends you one too. Uwem Akpan, say you're one of them, Little Brown. Thank you for being here with the BookMaven today.
Thank you, Bethan, for coming. Thanks for your laugh. It's better than mine.
Bye-bye.